we are open to whatever message you'd like to share for the collective live here tonight. Thank you for being here. Calling on the energy of Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene, as well as Archangel Michael. Thank you so much. It's going to be a love reading, guys. It's definitely going to be a love reading. All right. Here we go. First cut out, we have the Hermit. All right. If you are wondering what the most important possible thing for you to be doing right now, that should be the number one priority outside of everything and anyone else, anything, everything, and anyone else, it is to be with yourself. It is to be with yourself. Most people in this chat, I'm going to take a wild guess, even if you're married, if you're with someone, or if you are struggling to find someone or to get on the same page with someone, it's going to be a bit of a struggle because the energy right now wants you to be separated, wants you to be on your own, wants you to have the time and space in order to continue your healing and spiritual development. Do you think, right, with Chiron in retrograde right now, currently the biggest possible one, all the stuff you guys are sharing with me, do you think that this is harmonious for partnerships to come together and to be harmonious right now in this moment? Definitely not. 100% not, right? If you are wondering, why am I struggling when it comes to love? Why can't me and this person get on the same page? Why isn't this person texting me back? It's because they're not meant to. You have to accept, if you're watching this right now, that you are meant to be on your own. That you will literally be blocked in every conceivable way from coming together into partnership at this very moment because it's not yet time. Okay? This is the strongest first card out. I know they mean business right off the bat. This is saying, don't worry about love, guys. We're like, Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene came in and they're like, don't worry about love. And these guys are twin flames. These guys are the original twin flames from what I know and what I can feel. Okay? They are here to help the collective come together in union, in perfect divine timing and relationship at this period, this era here on Earth, in the most harmonious way. Which, by the way, does not have to be with a twin flame. It can be with the love of your life in a soulmate form. Does not have to be a twin flame. Okay? But regardless of who it is with, because that does not matter, the energy of which is still needing to be produced and or generated and or prepared to be able to be in harmony when it comes to union. And in order to do that, the divine spirit needs you to be okay with being alone. It needs you to be alone. If you have been separated from friends, family, loved ones, or partnerships, trust it. Trust the process. Page of Swords. Yep. King of Wands. Three of Wands. Okay. Arcus. We got to come in with some hard truth. Are you ready? The Hermit card with the Three of Wands. Not only is Spirit saying, like, you got to be on your own right now. So if you're struggling in love or relationships or partnerships, right, like there's a reason. It's saying not only that, but there's a commitment. There's a commitment that is entering within your life right now that requires you to be on your own. This also could be some form of travel or commitment or new vision or new required duty that you have been provided or given in your life that you are being asked to do first and foremost for yourself outside of partnership and on your own. Whatever this is an extremely important karmic task that you have been given to do in this lifetime. With the Page of Swords and the King of Wands, this is an energy of wanting to find out or to be curious what is going on in and around the masculine side. Okay? or maybe potentially what has happened or what is happening in and around his energy and what path he's going on. We actually did on Sunday, we did a live stream where we delved into the current healing energies of the masculine and what's going on there. So what I can tell you, if you are curious about what's going on within the masculine journey, you have to trust that he right now has to be able to have the space for him to step into everything he's going to need to own and to be responsible for within his life. Everything that he's going to need to lead and to take care of and to be supported in. All of the things that he maybe used to depend on your support to do, to be, and to lead, that he didn't know he could do on his own. He is learning to do those things. He is stepping into those things. He's being called to step into those things and to rise onto his throne. He is also learning to mature his relationship with his own sexuality and sexual expression. Okay? So right off the bat, they're bringing in both elements here. Right off the bat, they brought in the masculine energy. And I think they want me to channel for him more and more and more, since I am embodying more and more of that. Okay? So you have to be okay, straight up, with letting him do what he needs to do. Again, if there's been any sort of separation or sabotage or not being on the same page or friction or come and go separation, it's because in reality, his soul needs to go on this quest, on this adventure, or this, it's not an adventure, it's kind of like the show, it's like an initiation. Or it's an initiation, yes, but it's also saying it's like more of like what he's being tasked to do and to become and to step into. Okay? They're showing the Page of Swords, they're showing the King of Wands, and this is a king, meaning that it's his turn, his opportunity to step into a much more mature and confident and capable masculine being. And there's something the point of this is there's something else he is being required to do that cannot be with you by his side or supporting him or helping him to do so. Does that make sense? Like, some of you may want to be there to support or feel like you can help or feel like, you could be by his side. It's like he's got to do this on his own. That's the message here. Okay? He's got to do it on his own. You got to let him go. You got to let him do it. You got to let him do his thing. Okay? Yeah. Strength and the Death card. Even if it requires, right? Even if it requires him, like, losing it or, like, failing. Like, particularly even if it requires him failing or just crashing and burning. You have to have the strength and courage in order to allow that to happen. If you can see this happen, right? Because the Page of Swords, the King of Wands, it's like you might be aware, or you might be curious, right? Or you might be kind of keeping watch as to what's going on in his life and seeing this process happen as he's attempting to grow up and do these things and change and shift and become the man he's meant to be. Or you might be aware that he's, has something put in front of him as well. But the big ask here, right, for a lot of us is to have the absolute courage to let him go. The dominant masculine figure in your life. And to let him crash and burn if he needs to. That's it. You got to. Not for you, for him. I know it's difficult. Trust me, I know. But that is the absolute only way that I would say, being a man myself, having gone through this journey, that is the only way that he will actually become the man he's meant to be. That is the only way. And by continuing to coddle him, you might as well be castrating him as well. Okay? This is the King of Wands. You must experience what this is before you can be with him. Yeah. You may want to rush in and save him. You may want to rush in and talk to him, communicate with him. Hey, wait. I'm here. Don't go. I love you. But he's got to do this healing on his own. He's got to do this healing on his own. He needs it. He needs it. He needs time and space to be with himself. And in that, you must be willing to allow space for that. You must be willing to know in your heart of hearts that this is happening as well. Okay? To be at peace, to find peace with that in particular. Yeah, look at this. 2 of Wands in the middle of the spread. So, one of you, but I'm channeling for the masculine right now, somehow, there's going to be travel required. And we have the World card here. And the 3 of Wands. So there's like a solo quest that's presenting itself that's necessary. And they presented it almost as like a sort of initiation ritual of sorts where he is going to find himself in that process. Like this journey, this trip, this change, you know, it's going to cause him to grow a pair. I'm laughing, but quite literally, like it's here to help his balls drop so he can be the man he's meant to be and learn what that's like. Because it's necessary. It's necessary. With the Magician and the Moon. This is something that on a very deep subconscious level here, okay, that he's known about for a long time. He has felt this in his bones, that this trip, this part of life was needed for him. It's more so than just a trip, by the way. So I'm saying trip, and I think for a lot of people it will definitely involve travel. But more than that, it's kind of it's like a period of life. It's like a period of life that he may have desired for a long time, that requires for him to be single or on his own in order to experience the fullness of freedom and the element or chapter of masculinity that he really craves and desires. And it is King of Wands energy, by the way. It is King of Wands energy. embracing more of his King of Wands. Now, when I say King of Wands, what does this mean? It means, how can I put this in a way that's, I'm going to be truthful, but also not insensitive, I would say. But it's just having the experience of a variety of choice, okay? Having the opportunity to choose from and through the variety of choice of the feminine, to experience the power of being able to choose from becoming the man that he is. And then from that place of choice, learning who he truly wants to choose. Okay? This is an area or a stage energetically where dedicated commitment to the feminine or romance in particular is highly incompatible with the stage of life or the journey that he is on. Okay. How long will this take? I'm not sure. He will know and you will know in the coming months and years. Everyone's journey will be different, right? All I can tell you is that this journey this period of life for him is essential. And he's going to be a very changed man if you are willing to let this go, let him go and allow it. Okay? Shelly, yeah, my son. Yeah, for some of you, it might be your son. 100%. This is the masculine energy right now. It's the masculine. It's this universal masculine. Okay? Okay. So here comes the feminine, okay? So 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Wands here. Or I'm sorry, 9 of Swords here. Okay? So in the meantime, the feminine specifically has work to do around finances. Okay? Yes, this can apply to the masculine somewhat, for sure. But I do feel intuitively it's the feminine specifically that has the work to do around freedom and finances. Lots of karma for the feminine right now, specifically around learning or working through karma when it comes to finances and jobs. By the way, neither of these two cards work at a job, just in case you're wondering, or 9 to 5. But she receives effortlessly through her expression, through her beingness, and she's completely free to express how she wants to express. Okay? So this is the feminine's current necessary action, right? Whereas the masculine, as I just mentioned, he's got to go. He's got to go do his thing. He's got to go travel. He's got to be solo. He's got to find himself. He's got to have the choice and variety. He's got to experience what it means to be a true man in that way. Okay? Now, 9 of Swords is here at the bottom of the deck, unfortunately, underneath the 2 of Wands, saying, I can't let him go. I can't let him go. What if he doesn't choose me? What if I lose him? What if I never see him again? What if he forgets about me? Right? The masculine going, what if I forget about her? What if I hurt her? What if? Both know, by the way, both know in their own ways that they have to be alone. For different reasons. But they have to be alone. Both know it. Okay? So if you were wondering or worried about this, it's normal. But know that it must happen for everything to flow properly. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords here. if you can allow yourself to fully trust in the situation. If you can allow yourself to fully trust and let go in the situation, you will ultimately receive, or you will allow him to give to you his realization of truth and dedication of efforts and willingness to give and to provide. I want you guys to look at this, right? Last two cards in the spread, by the way, underneath the moon, underneath death and magician and the strength card. Overall, at the end of this journey, as it comes full circle all the way around, right? Because this is the bottom right of the tarot spread, the very ending of this tarot spread, we have a renewed dedication of effort, of willingness, of support, and the realization of truth, both within himself and to you. But right now, he does not fully know. He does not fully know because he has not experienced the opportunity to not know if you are his truth. Okay? He must experience not knowing in order to know if you are the one for him. And then to have the opportunity to choose you if it is in alignment with his truth after experiencing what the world has to offer him. Okay? Let's go into 3 final advice cards as well. Thank you, guys. Yes. Yeah. Oh. Hey, you guys are going to freak out with this one. Oh my God. So, final advice cards, guys. King of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. Okay. Part of what will happen for him if and when you allow him to go on this world quest, journey, adventure, whatever the hell it is that he's got to do, okay, is that he's going to transform fully into the King of Cups. Meaning that his heart will be open, his heart will be full, his heart will be concise and direct and assured, and be able to give wholly and fully once again. And you spoiled it. You saw the 2 of Cups at the bottom. I was going to say that it's a surprise. Okay? So he goes from, because we had, and wow, it's actually beautiful because I'm seeing the Page of Swords in a very different way now. First 2 cards, we had King of Wands and Page of Swords, meaning he has an insatiable curiosity to be in this King of Wands energy, to be in this charismatic, open, having the choice, possibly sleeping with other people, just going to say it very honestly, right? Having the variety of what the King of Wands has or wants of the feminine. Okay, this is the King of Wands energy. So he has this insatiable need to figure this out, to discover this, to step into this. So that ultimately he can fully open his heart to give of himself after he feels that. Okay? And then ultimately 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. From there, boom. Now you two can fight. Or he will fight. What I got initially was he will fight for you. Or he will know, right? Someone's going to fight for the other. Okay? You might have to fight for him. He might have to fight for you. Just depends on what side of the collective you're on, right? Someone's going to have to fight. Or express a willingness. Okay? But ultimately, what is meant to be will be. So when he figures out that truth, there will be nothing that can stop him, okay, from choosing the one he knows he's meant to live with. He's meant to be with. To build and be something great together. And to then, when it is time, when it is aligned, have the true relationship that you are meant to have with you, that he's meant to have with you. Right now, it just can't happen. Not like this. Not like this or like this. Okay? These two cards, they happen at the very end of the reading. After he has had his trip, his travel, his adventure, his experience, his King of Wands enjoyment of the world, of the feminine, after he has realized his truth, realized his choice through his experience, and he has chosen the one. And yes, you might have to then fight and choose for him, or he might have to do the same for you. Or you two might have to do it for one another. I'm not really sure. This might be him batting down other people away so he can get to you. I don't know. But ultimately, at that point in time, when he has become like everything he's meant to step into and become, you two will come together. Only at that point. Wow. Nine of Cups. Ultimate wish fulfillment relationship. Let's do one more. Oh. Holy cow. You guys seeing this? Holy shit. There you go. Thank you, guys. That's the masculine journey. That's the journey. You guys wanted to know what's going on in love with the masculine. Generally, between you guys, that's what's happening. There's going to be some time. There's going to be some space. There's going to be some separation before this can happen. In the meantime, feminines, just keep working on your new finances, business. Work through the karma with money. Free yourself with money. Enjoy your freedom. Keep expressing yourself. Keep being yourself. And you will come together as he does the work to go on his quest or whatever. Okay, that he needs to do. I saw some people in the chat saying, I'm okay with this. Is this okay? Is that normal? Yes, that's healthy. It's healthy. And there's look, speaking as a man, all right? Because I'm very much in my masculine now these days. I've pretty much I still channel both sides, but I'm very attuned more with the masculine now, I would say. And what's funny is as I'm saying these things, I'm like, oh shit, like, yeah, I am about to go on my new journey. Guess where my journey's at? Austin, Texas. And possibly Tulum. At least for a weekend. But this, I think there's a deep knowingness, right? That a man in order to really become a man, must go out on his own and, experience that side of life and of masculinity too. And that something about that, I can't fully explain what it is, because to be honest, haven't fully experienced that yet, because I'm right there along with the masculine, but really puts him in his manhood, So, anyways, that is our live reading for tonight. I hope that was helpful.
What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for watching that live collective reading, or the highlight from it from my recent Twitch stream.